let's wait for a little while and let more people tune in. So hello everyone who's watching this live stream, and my name is Mercedes. I would like to thank you, Entertainment News Portal, for having me, for inviting me to do this live chat, and I'm glad to see you all and so happy to be here to talk about myself and also to share about what I've been doing during this quarantine time, and also share about my experience as a candidate of Bb.Pilipinas 2020. Hi everyone, so if you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I'll read your questions later and answer them. So let's wait maybe 1 or 2 minutes more, so let more people tune into this live. Yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask me and I'll be happy to answer them. So please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mercedes Pair, Bini number 34, and representing Cebu. So I was born in Hong Kong and I grew up here. I studied in Hong Kong as well. So a good thing about that is I get to be exposed in different culture, and then also I get to learn more languages, and that's one of my interests as well. If possible, I'd like to learn as many languages if I can. So I currently speak Cantonese, English, Mandarin, Tagalog, and Bisaya, because I speak Bisaya because my mom's from Cebu, so that's why I have families and friends from Cebu, and also friends in Hong Kong as well. So I'm currently a model, actress, and also working as a host in Hong Kong. And then I started joining pageants recently because I want to challenge myself, and also I feel like each pageant that I joined, I learn a lot, and then I get to meet a lot of different people all over the world. So that broadened my horizon, and then I think it's a very exciting thing for me to do because I get to meet people and to know more different stories, to get to know more about different cultures, and sometimes they'll teach me their language. Hi, so I'm currently in Hong Kong because my mom and my sister, they live in Hong Kong. So during Bb.Pilipinas, I was alone in Manila, so I chose to came back to Hong Kong because my mom and my sister is there. So yun, nandito ako sa Hong Kong. But hopefully I'll get some updates soon from Bb.Pilipinas, so I get to go back to normal activities and also get to see the other Bini sisters, and hopefully to see you all. Right now we don't have any updates about the Coronation Night or national costume or any parades, fashion show. We don't have any updates yet. We're still waiting for official announcements. So yun, right now just stay at home and then learning new skills. I recently cook a lot, and also I'm trying to learn a new instrument, watching YouTube videos, like learning ukulele. I'm not that good yet, but if I do get better, and then hopefully I can perform in front of everyone. So yeah, I'll keep practicing. True, but what's happening currently, it's an issue that the world is facing, not just the Philippines, and we should not underestimate, and it's better to be safe than sorry. So right now I think it's necessary that, the lockdown is necessary, so make sure that everyone is safe at home, and to lower the chances of people getting sick, and also we're not increasing pressures of the frontliners, because I feel bad for them and also respect them a lot, because they are the ones that who need to take care of all the patients directly, and then they work under pressure. Their workload suddenly, it's like a lot. So for them, maybe it's something that they didn't expect all of a sudden, that all of this happening. So I think they need more support, no matter it's supplies, like for surgical masks, suits, or even just a support, like saying positive things to them. I think that would help them to have better morale and be positive, and to keep moving and to be motivated. So yeah, please support our frontliners. So let me check if any of you commented. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free to ask me questions as well. I'll be happy to answer them. Let me check. Hi Melvin, happy to see you too. Thanks for tuning in. Good evening everyone. Kumain na ba kayo? Nabay taga Cebu diha. Maayo. Nay Cebuana ba diha? Hello mga taga Cebu. Nag-unsa naman mo diha? Kumusta naman? Oh, okay. So what pageants did I join in the past? Thank you, Riza, for that question. Maayong gabi. So I joined Miss Tourism World. That was in Malaysia, and it was in 2018, January. I joined, it's an international pageant, and for me, I was really super new and super nervous during that pageant, and then I had no idea what pageant is all about, because it was my very, very first pageant, and then meeting all of the girls from different countries. I forgot how many countries, maybe 70 something or 60 something, I don't remember. But yeah, I learned a lot from all the girls, and then I was like watching the other girls. Wow, they look so pretty, and they came so prepared, like all their work, walking, catwalk, or maybe Q&A, or just the way they dress and do makeup. That impressed me a lot. So that time I didn't win any award, but I think I learned so much. So later that year, like 2018 in December, I get to have a chance to join another international pageant that's called Miss World Noble Queen International, and then that time I won. And then for me, I think I was very lucky and blessed, and I use what I've learned in the past, and also like just trying to be friends. I didn't came like super prepared because I was only I got really short notice before I go to that pageant. But then thank God everything went well. Yeah, so I wasn't there to win. I was there to more like to learn, to make friends with everyone, and then just to enjoy that experience, because I was thinking maybe that would have been the last pageant that I would join. But then, so I didn't give any pressure to myself as well. For me, if you have any pressure, like that will affect your performance. So for me, I just try not to give myself pressure if possible, so I can just do my thing and perform what I've prepared. And so that's. Hi, Mercy, from Regina. Hi, from California. What have you been doing at home since the quarantine? Okay, that's a very good question. I have been doing certain things like cooking, definitely. I think after this period, I'm gonna be a better chef or a better cook, because I try not to go out to restaurants, or I try to cook at home by myself, and by this way at least I know what I'm eating as well. I know what I'm putting into my body. I know what my body is consuming, because for me my advocacy is kidney related. I think it's important to watch out what we eat, because it might have a lot of adverse effect to our bodies. It will have good effects as well if you eat right, but if you don't eat right, maybe it doesn't do well in our body. So that's why I try to cook as much as possible if I can, so I am sure what I'm consuming into my body. And also yeah, I'm trying to learn another instrument, that's ukulele, and then I also tune into some websites to learn another language. I find it a bit hard, so I think I would need more time to master that language. The language I chose is Japanese. I always wanted to learn Japanese and Spanish, but I think I chose Japanese first because I really like Japanese food. I love sushi, sashimi, ramen, and I've been to Japan a few times, and then I think I would like to go back, and then so that's why I chose Japanese. I also have a couple Japanese friends, and then sometimes when they gather, they always speak in Japanese, and I'm the only one who doesn't speak Japanese in that group. So I was thinking maybe if I can learn more Japanese, I can fit in and also understand what they're talking about. How is the situation of COVID-19 in Hong Kong, and how can the PH learn the way Hong Kong managed the pandemic? So thank you for that question, Paxuela. I hope I pronounced your name right. Forgive me if I didn't. So I think Hong Kong people is handling this pandemic, I think, quite well. I mean, of course, there's always room for improvement, but I think something that we can learn from them is they are very cautious, and they have that mindset that is better be safe than sorry, and to be prepared before it's too late. Everyone wears a surgical mask, and then actually if you don't wear a surgical mask in Hong Kong, they don't allow you to go out, and for them it's like you will get discriminated if you don't wear a mask, because they might think, oh, it's just something that's forbidden if you don't wear a mask. Everyone should wear a mask. And also they washes their hands properly, and they take sanitizers or alcohol with them all the time. And then in restaurants, you're not allowed to sit more than 4 people each table, and then each table has to be 1.5 meter apart from each other. So, and then Yeah, so far I think the mindset of better be safe than sorry and be prepared early than it's too late, I think that's something everyone should learn. And then it's not just for this pandemic, but for everything or every challenges that we face in life, it's always good to be resilient about something, like everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be fine. But I think it's also good to be aware of what kind of danger that we might encounter or possibly face in the coming future, so that by that we can prepare before these chaos happening. Yeah, so I think be prepared. Let me check other questions. If I miss any, please type it out again. Let me check lang. Sandali lang. You look and speak like Korean star and singer. Oh, actually, I don't really get that. Like, I don't really hear people say that I look like Korean, because for me that's something like, for example, if I live in Hong Kong and I'm definitely not Korean to the local Chinese, they would never think that I'm Korean, but they don't think I'm Chinese as well. They would think I'm more Filipino. But when I'm in the Philippines, I think more people say I'm Korean. So I guess it is what it is. I think because I came from a different multi-ethnic ethnicity family. My dad's half German, half Chinese, and my mom's Filipina. So that's why we have this mix. I get this look from then. Is Hong Kong under lockdown same as PH? Well, non-Hong Kong citizens are no longer allowed to enter Hong Kong. All foreign passport holders are not allowed to be in Hong Kong. And there's still flights coming in, like international flights, but if you're not from Hong Kong, then, or if you're not Hong Kong citizen, then you're not allowed to enter. So what have you guys been doing during this quarantine? That's my question for all of you. So if not, maybe I can share some tips about how to prevent the COVID-19 and also talk about the importance of staying at home. I think all of you have heard of it many times, but I think it's good to share a bit more again and again, so that we are always aware and reminded that we need to of course, first wash your hand properly, maybe for like 20 seconds. Actually, you can just pick a song, the chorus of a song that you'd like, and then make the wash hands process enjoyable. Washing your hands is very important, and also you can bring sanitizer and alcohol with you all the time. Also, if you must go out, please wear a surgical mask if possible. And because wearing masks is not really about if you're not sick, you don't wear a mask. Wearing a mask is also to protect yourself, because you don't know who is sick and who's the carrier. And then let's say kunwari someone just sneezed, and then maybe he has symptoms, or he's a carrier of COVID-19, and then you didn't know, but you didn't wear a mask, so that might increase your chance of getting the sickness. So for me, wearing a mask is not just to avoid other people getting sick, but it's also to avoid yourself getting sick. So just be careful. But of course, if you can, just stay at home. And one thing about after going out is to first thing I'll do is to take off everything that I wore outside. For example, I wore this sweater outside, and then when I get home I need to change it and wash it, put it into the wash and change to home clothes, and don't run around in your house with the clothes that you wear outside. And then the importance of staying home is, yeah, just to lower the chance of you and your family getting the COVID-19, and also avoid yourself getting sick, because sometimes, like I've heard that some people really don't develop any symptoms but they are a carrier of COVID-19. So just be careful, stay in as much as possible, and avoid going out. Oh, thank you, Sarah. So let me check questions from you guys. Let me see. Riza, I've been eating a lot at home. Hahaha, you share some tips. Okay. So Riza asked me to share some tips on health and fitness. So far, I think for me, eating has a lot to do to your body if you're eating right. For example, when I cook, I try to use less oil, less sugar, less salt, less soy sauce, less sauce. If I need the taste of sweetness, I use tomato or pumpkin or something that will create the sweetness in that cuisine that I'm making. Recently, I eat a lot of salmon, and I cook it with olive oil, tomato, and onion. So basically, just very simple ingredients, and I don't really use so much in seasonings, because I try to enjoy the food itself, because each fruit or each vegetables, they have a lot of vitamins, or they originally taste good already, so I try to not use a lot of seasonings. Also try to snack less. Melvin Tan, do you speak Chinese Mandarin? Yes, I do speak Mandarin and also speak Cantonese, because Cantonese is a dialect. For example, Mandarin is like Tagalog. Tagalog is like a language that everyone speaks. It's like a national language. And Cebuano or Bisaya, it's like the dialect. So Cantonese is like that. It's a dialect in Hong Kong. We speak Cantonese in Hong Kong. So any more questions? Let me check. You have gorgeous skin. Drop your skincare routine, please. Products you are using. Pexwella, thank you for that question. Oh, thank you for the compliment about my skin as well. So for me, I think I learned it from my other Chinese friends, because they're like super concerned about their skin. For me, I don't really use too much product on my skin, because I think too much moisturizers will make my pores bigger, or maybe that's just not the right product. So every time I apply moisturizers, I try to use like just enough amount to make my face not dry. So my routine would be, when I get home, first thing I do is to take off my makeup, because sometimes when we have photo shoots or activities, we have to do really heavy makeup or even stage makeup. And for me, doing makeup can be really harmful to our skin. So first thing I do is to take off my makeup. But I think taking off makeup and also cleansing is the most important in the skincare routine. Like, no matter how expensive or what kind or how good quality your moisturizing products are, if you don't have a clean face, and if your face is not clean thoroughly and properly, it will still harm your skin, so, and the product will be a waste. So I think the basic and super most important step of a skincare routine is to clean our face properly. I use oil makeup remover for my eyes and lips, and then I also use makeup remover lotion to wipe off my entire face, and then I use like a facial milk to wash my face again, and then I use makeup remover lotion again to wipe it off, because sometimes like I take 3 to 4 times to take my makeup off properly and make sure there's no residues or there's no leftover makeup on my face. So I think cleansing is very important. And last, depends if my skin is super dry or not dry, I usually try to use a cleansing foam or soap to wash my face. That's the last step, and then I use toner or moisturizers right away. And then if I'm not in a rush to go to bed, I also try to use facial paper mask that will help my face stay moisturized. And then if your face is moisturized enough, actually anything that you apply, or like for example, if you want to apply makeup the next day, it just makes magic to me. Like, it makes the whole work, and then make your skin glow and look like back to baby face. Another thing is to sleep adequate amount, like have adequate amount of sleep, like sleep a lot. I try to sleep as much as possible, like, because before, when we are having a lot of activities, maybe we don't get enough sleep, and because we have trainings after each activities or even photo shoots after Bb.Pilipinas, we're super tired already and we don't get enough sleep. And also sometimes we have to wake up super early for the next day's activities. So I think now I'm just trying to sleep as much as possible so I can recharge my body and my skin. And when I don't need to go out, I don't really use I don't put on makeup, so I can let my skin rest as well. What lipstick are you using now? I like the shade. Oh, thank you. So this lipstick, it's from Bbp. It's from our sponsors. Let me see what colors. It's mirrored mocha and also sexy nude. I actually mixed 2 colors, and I also used a lip liner from Bbp as well. So I can try out these 2 products, like the lip liner and also the lipstick from Bbp. For me, I think it works well on my lips, because I think it's not dry, and it's not like super matte, but not super wet that it will easily wipe off. Good luck at the Chokhoan. See you around. Hi Miller Daraneta. Thank you. Are you still Melvin Tan asks, are you still studying? What did you take up your course? I wish I'm still a student. Well, I graduated already, but I think no one should stop learning, and you should learn as much as possible till you're old or till you can't. So for my university, I chose marketing business studies. And before that, I had a higher diploma in corporate communications and management. So I think I learned quite a lot because I was doing a lot of events before. Like for example, I host different ceremonies or press conferences, and then I get to learn more about PR while I'm still at school. So when I'm on set or when I have to go on a stage, I had an idea, oh, what's gonna happen during this event, what's needed. So that helped my job a lot. And then yeah, I chose business studies and majored in marketing. So hopefully I will have my own business in the coming future. I'm still figuring out what to do because I have so many things that I want to do in life. And then I think I should take good advantage of this period so I can figure out, oh, how should I prioritize things that I want to do. I should list it out and then consider which one that's possible to do and then which one I should do first because I have so many things that I want to do. Mambikaraka. Hi Pegzilla, thank you for the question. Tips for public speaking. Okay. So for me, I think for public speaking skills, to know if you know what you have to say on stage, and I think that helps. Like if you have a list of what you need to say and how you're gonna say it, and practice it over and over again until it's like you remember everything, or at least in point form you remember the outline, what you have to say. I think it helps. And for me, I still get stage fright, to be honest. Like after so many years I still get stage fright, like because sometimes like each event I do, they're all different, maybe same sequence but crowd is different, and then clients are different, and then the content are different. So I just try to study the materials before I need to get on the stage. And also when you just maybe the few minutes just before you go on the stage, just try not to think about the fearness, and just I usually take a deep breath and close my eyes and count to 5 and then just walk out the stage. And then for me it's like acting as well. I'm like a different person when I'm on stage. So I think if you have that interest in imitating another person, or like just imagining yourself as another person, as a very super talkative and fearless person, and just act like that person on stage, that will help. That's what I'm doing. So but honestly, like the real me, I still do get stage fright, and I'm still working on that. Do I have a hidden talent? Do I have a hidden talent? My hidden talent is related to my tongue. I'm not sure if should I do it in front of the camera? Will you guys laugh at me? Baka tatawain niyo ako. So I can do this with my tongue. That's so embarrassing. So that was my hidden talent. Nahiya tuloy ako. I'm reading other questions. See if you guys have other questions. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below, and I'll be happy to answer them. Checking if I missed any of the questions. I hope not. If I missed any of your questions, please feel free to repeat them again, because sometimes maybe I wasn't aware. How tall are you? I'm 5'6". Not that tall, but enough to join Bb.Pilipinas. Well, my biggest fear, what is your biggest fear? Thank you for that question. My biggest fear would be losing hope on everything and having nothing to look forward to, and having no family and friends around me. So for me, one thing that keeps me motivated is there's always something to look forward to. For example, I work hard for my family to provide the best for them, and at the same time fight for my dreams and to fight for myself to be in a better condition, to be able to do more, and to be able to achieve things that I want to do in life. And also, if I am able to share that love to more people and to give back to the community and share positivity, I think that would make my life more meaningful. And my biggest fear would be losing that hope and that trust and that faith in everything that I do. Based on your bio, your role model are Katrina Gray and Janela Jolie. I think these are empowered women that I respect a lot. Wait lang. Thirsty. So for example, I admire Katrina Gray because she's so well spoken, she's so presentable, so pretty, of course, so beautiful, like a gorgeous woman that I look up to a lot. I actually admire Pia Wurtzbach as well, Pia Wurtzbach, Miss Universe 2015, because she's also the breadwinner at home. She works for the family, but also she has a dream, so she tried and tried. Eventually, she was able to prove herself and to everyone that she deserved to be a beauty queen, and also she gained respect by helping a lot of people. And for me, that's something, what they're doing is very noble, because they're not just fighting for their own dreams, but they're trying to share that blessings and love to more people. And for me, I would like to follow their path and be that way as well, because for me, I'm blessed to have whatever I have right now, and I'm blessed to be where I am right now. And for me, if I can make a good use of what I have right now and share my blessings and love to more people, I think that would be more meaningful than just keeping everything to myself. If you woke up tomorrow and gained any one ability or quality, what would you want it to be? If I wake up tomorrow and gain any one of the ability, I would think I would want the ability that I can listen to people's heart, because sometimes I'm not sure whether to trust people or not. I would tend to trust people, but I have experienced that I was fooled and people lied to me. For me, if I have the ability that I can choose, I would like to be able to listen what their mind is, and listen to understand what they're thinking in their mind. So that's one thing one ability that I wanna have. So, but if that's not possible, I think learning something about psychology would help. So if I have if I can be able to go back to school again, I think I would choose psychology because of that. I would like to understand people's behavior more, not just because of the trust issue, but also to understand people more, so I know how to react and how to behave in front of them, or at least know how to talk to them, because everyone come from different backgrounds and maybe we have different cultures, so we don't want to offend people. And so if by understanding their behaviors, why they behave like this, why they talk like that, maybe that would help me as a person to be more respectful and also to understand them more, and also we can communicate better. Hi Paxuela, thank you for asking. And yes, my mother is fine, and I think she's watching this live as well. Hello mom. She's good naman, thank God. Well, when I first came back to Hong Kong after, like before the lockdown in the Philippines, she had fever and she was sick, and then I brought her to hospital. I went to checkups with her, and then she had fever, and then it was 38.1 degrees, and then everyone was panicking because maybe, like, touch wood, and thank God it didn't happen. She was tested negative for COVID-19. The hospital was scared as well because maybe the nurse, the frontliners were worried maybe if she had any if she carried the virus, because she was coughing a lot as well. But thank God she was tested negative, and now she's home finally and doing the dialysis right now. So I chose this advocacy. I think partly it's also because of my mom, because she had been suffering from these renal disease or renal problems for a long time, and right now she's diagnosed as end stage, so she has to go through the dialysis process for like 12 hours a day with a machine, like every single day. And as I know, I have some friends in the Philippines that they had stones in their kidneys, and then they had to go through surgeries as well, and they said it wasn't an easy thing to do. But for me, I think what I can do is to raise awareness on healthy eating, and also possibly work with different organizations. I recently visited the National Kidney Institute, NKTI, so consult some doctors there, and I was gonna hold a seminar there, but because of the COVID-19 it was cancelled. So let's wait things to go back to normal so we can do more. And I'm also thinking what I can provide more, and also to help raise awareness about healthy eating, because for me, one of the biggest cause for kidney failure is not eating right. Maybe we're eating too much junk food or canned food, processed food. Let's try to eat less of that kind of stuff, and also try to use less seasoning so that our bodies or our organs can function properly. You love traveling. What is the most memorable country you've been to? I do love traveling, and as I said, I'm learning Japanese. I'm trying to learn, and then because I visited Japan a few times, and I've also worked there once for a commercial before. And for me, I like the environment, the food, and also their culture. For me, that's something very interesting. Yeah, so I like to be in Japan. And also in Japan, maybe in different cities they have different cultures. Like you can see the way people dress and do their makeup is different. And then some are, for example, in Tokyo, it's a very like busy city like Hong Kong or New York. And then for example, maybe in Osaka, it's more like a theme park. We will think of the theme park shopping place. Or maybe in Okinawa, it's like a beach and summer like place. So just within Japan, there are a lot of places to visit. But of course, in the Philippines, there are a lot of nice places to visit too. We have a lot of different beaches and also history or cultural part that worthwhile to be appreciate. So I'd like to invite everyone in Hong Kong or my friends from all over the world to visit the Philippines as well. Jimmy Yoon asking, do you consider COVID-19 provide you a valuable opportunity to reconfigure your career path and explore new possibilities? I think that's a definite yes. Because during this time, it's a great time for us to do a self-reflection, to think about what our priorities are, not just about our career or new possibilities or opportunities, but also to think of what matters the most in life. Because for now, for this situation, health is wealth. If you have a good health, then you can plan whatever you want to do in life. But if you don't take care of yourself and you don't have a good health, I think making things happen is harder. And then also it's very hard for your loved ones to, I mean, if you're sick, your loved ones will be sad. And then if your loved one's sad, you're gonna be sad as well. I mean, if your loved one is sick, you're gonna be sad as well. So for me, my first priority is to take care of my health, not just physical health, but also mental health. I try to read good reads and positive quotes. And also one thing that I recommend all of you to do as well, is recommended by my friend, is to write gratitude journal. Think of something that happened, something good that happened during that day, and then think about it at night. Write it down and just be thankful, be grateful, and then so that you go to bed happy and you wake up the next day looking forward to something good happening that day as well. So I think writing a gratitude journal helps. And also maybe keep some positive quotes in your mind, so to continue to let us have faith. Riza asks, you are a successful actress in Hong Kong. Would you consider trying out show business in the Philippines as well if given the chance? If I'm given the chance, I'll definitely love to try showbiz in the Philippines. That's one of the reasons why I joined Bb.Pilipinas. Apart from doing what I enjoy, because I also love I love being on the stage. And also, if I can do something that I love, but at the same time help more people, I think that's a win-win situation. And also, I think I love watching TV shows and also drama series in the Philippines because it's fun. I think they're doing a really great job, and I love the way they do the makeup, and then all the actors, they are so stylish. And then happy people in the Philippines, always cheerful, singing and dancing, more relaxed. It's not like in Hong Kong and everything's busy, everything's about efficiency. I think there's good sides in each culture, and I try to appreciate the good positive sides in each cultures and combine it together and make use of it, what I've learned from both different cultures, because it's quite different. Arvin asks, what event you're looking forward to in BBP? I think it's fashion show, the drag jeans fashion show, and also the national costume. My national costume, I think I can't disclose it right now because everything is confidential, but it's designed by my designer, Poi Subiano. I like the color combination, it's quite big, and I can't wait to share, but right now I can't disclose so much. And then of course the Coronation Night, because I always want to experience that vibe, because Filipinos are super enthusiast and interested in pageants, and I would want to hear and feel that vibe of cheering, and also everyone on stage are doing their best in their best dress, best makeup. And then for me, it's a show. I like being on stage and I like to perform. If you could only have one wish, what would you wish for? If I can have one wish, I would wish world peace. World peace where there's no more hate, greediness, and also fighting, because for me, I don't like fights, and fight just cause tension between people. It hurts our relationships, and also it just generate a lot of negative vibes around us. And one thing that's stopping world peace is also the greediness. Maybe, for example, we had a certain agreement, but someone is greedy, and then they break the promise and not doing what they had compromised before. So if I can choose one wish, I would think that would be world peace. So I would like to, after all these questions, I would like to take time to share about the donation drive from Bb.Pilipinas as well for the COVID-19. And maybe I'll share the link later as well. So it's a donation to buy food packed to feed families. So as low as 350 pesos, it can already feed one family. But of course, if we can donate and share your love to all of these people in need, and feel free, and the more if you can donate more if possible, that would be best. So it's called the #WeHealTogether program donation drive. I have shared the donation link on my Facebook page as well, but maybe I'll comment later below so that everyone gets to see the donation drive, the link. You can use your credit cards or debit cards, or even GCash, BPI online, and other payments. Just check out the link and there will be instructions how to donate. And I believe one saying that is, you're blessed when you're able to give than to receive. So if you are blessed enough to give, why not do it? Who are your BBP besties? A lot of girls are very friendly. I mean, I'm friends with everyone, but if you talk about who I hang out the most, I would say number 31 to 40, because we're always divided into groups. when we have photo shoots or activities, and I'm number 34 and I'm in the group of number 31 to 40, so I'm always with this batch of girls. That includes Graciela, Denny, and then Vicky Rushton, and also Gila, Salvador, Hanibe. Yeah, so I'm always with these girls when we're having activities. They're all fun, super fun, and then I think we create good team spirit. Yeah. Wow, Riza, you gave me a challenge to sing my favorite song or sing a line. Oy, talent show pala. So I have a lot of songs that I like, but if I have to sing one song, I would like to sing Que Sera Sera, Whatever Will Be Will Be. So the first paragraph relates to me as well. My mom used to sing it with me a lot. So it's like this. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? As long as you used to see. I'm not sure if the lyrics is like that, but it's something like that. And the chorus would be Que sera, sera, wherever will be, will be. The sun, da 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 da, que sera, sera. Yeah, so it's something like that. It's like song that I listen since I'm like a child, since childhood. So it brings back like childhood memories whenever I listen to this song. So thank you, Entertainment News Portal. So there's the link below. You can still donate and help the families. There's the link, so please share your blessings and love to people in need. What is your take on people focusing on using the crisis as an opportunity to bring down the government instead of focusing on being part of the solution? Wow, that's a tough question, Bem. So I think everything happens for a reason. The government makes certain decisions. Maybe it's due to certain reasons. I'm not gonna dig into politics in this live chat, but I think it's better if we can be more constructive than to take down anyone or any organization during this crisis, because we're supposed to have just one goal in this period, that is to help everyone get through this pandemic, help everyone to be able to survive and to motivate each other, to be positive, to have faith, so we can fight this COVID-19 together. So I think instead of magsira-siraan tayo, like we should like be helping each other. Like one thing you can do is to donate under that link below in the comment session. So yeah, there's a lot of other campaigns and donation drive as well, but here I'm promoting the Bb.Pilipinas donation drive, the hashtag We Heal Together. And if you can donate, that's one thing to be constructive and help each other. And if you have donated, thank you. You can share that information to all your friends and family so they can take part and contribute as well. So it's fun. Thank you for all of the questions. If you have more questions, if you want to get to know more about me, you can comment below, ask your questions, and also you can follow my Instagram and Facebook. It's the same as my name, Mercedes Pair, at MERCEDESPAIR, Mercedes Pair. So you can look me up online to get to know more about me. Bem Bem, thank you for the lyrics. Yes, the lyrics of the song that I sung earlier, Que Sera Sera, it's will I be pretty, will I be rich? That's what she said to me. And Que Sera Sera, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que Sera Sera. I always think sometimes I think God has a certain plans for us, and we just need to play along and go along with the flow, not to force anything. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's meant to be yours, it's gonna be yours. And of course we can also try to work hard and to a certain path, but sometimes things just don't happen in the original way that we want it to be. Maybe it's for a certain reason, and maybe it's a test. So there's a saying, sometimes we are tested not to show our weakness but to discover our strength. Maybe, for example, you want something to happen in that certain way, but it didn't happen that way that you want. There's always something to learn, and there's a message behind. Maybe this path is not for you, or maybe something better is arranged for you. So having that positive mindset, like looking forward to what's good's happening and believing some other good things are happening for you, that will help you go through all of the challenges and difficulties and all the uncertainties in life. So at least that's what I've been doing at the moment. Hashtag together we heal. Together we heal. Yeah, so we heal as one. Because there's already so many uncertainties and already so many saddening news every day coming out. The number of confirmed cases are increasing day by day, and then it seems like we still don't know when it's gonna be back to normal, and when everything is or we don't even know if things are gonna be back to normal. So I think during this time, apart from being aware what we can do better, we can just have faith and stay positive. Also be grateful that we're not getting this COVID-19, or be thankful, be grateful that we're healthy and we're still able to share our blessings to people who are in need or people that we love. And yeah, just be thankful every day, and also think what we can do to share our blessings. So any more questions, everyone? I think that I have covered pretty much about what I've been doing during this quarantine time, and also talked about the importance of staying at home, like stay at home as much as possible if you can, because again, we don't want our frontliners to have more pressure, and we don't want to have more people getting sick or getting this COVID-19 for some reasons, because a lot of things are still uncertain, and we hope to get back to our normal life as soon as possible. And it's not just something that Philippines is facing, but we're facing the same issue worldwide. So let's be constructive as a global citizen, and let's try to help one another to make this a better world instead of fighting with each other, because it's also, I think it's a test from God, that is to see how we react under pressure or under uncertainties and difficulties, if we are willing to help each other, or are we doing bad things during this time, or are we taking time to be grateful. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoy, and once again, if you can, please donate to people who are in need, no matter it's in materials like mask or suits or clothes or alcohol, food. And of course, I'll need to promote the Araneta's donation drive, that is #Together We Heal donation drive. It is to help the families in Metro Manila who are affected by the health crisis, and please refer to the link. I think it's in the comment below. And you can also check on my Instagram. I have covered how to donate, and I have included the link. So just please donate and share your blessings, share your love with people in need, and let's love, not hate. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. I hope I didn't miss any questions. But if you do have any questions, please feel free to DM me. I'll also be doing another live next week. And thank you everyone for tuning in and watching this live chat, and hope you get to know more about me. And yeah, I'm trying to make use of this time to be a better me, and to learn as much as possible if I can during this time, and take time to have a self-reflection on what my priorities are. And also I'd like to share with everyone the concept, and we should be grateful when we're healthy, and health is wealth. If you're healthy, you can achieve anything that you want. But if we don't have health, or we don't have a good health, it makes things harder. So please take good care of yourself. Love yourself. Feed your mind with positive quotes, positivity, and then eat healthy. Yun. So ingat. Thank you everyone. Hope to see you soon again. Thank you, and thank you Entertainment News Portal for having me during this live chat. Thank you everyone.